I'm gonna give you 3 things that I wrote down on my whiteboard that I think you should probably write down as well too, especially if you're running any type of a business or in sales, which obviously as real estate professionals, that is exactly what we do. So in this video, I'm gonna cover a topic, or I should say a quote that I heard last year, maybe it was a year before that has really stuck with me. And it's to the point where I have this in front of me, I can always see it, and it really has made a huge difference. If you don't know who I am, my name is Stubbs. I'm a team leader and owner here at Onyx Homes, and I make these videos just to share the things that I'm learning in my business, sharing with my agents, and putting it out there to help as many other agents out there as possible. So this quote that I heard was, we're in Tom Ferry coaching, and Phil Jones has been a keynote speaker over and over again over the last couple of years, and I really like his stuff, his word trackings, his critical conversations. That stuff's all fantastic. My favorite thing that I've heard him say was a quote on after telling his backstory on how he became successful in the first place. I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. He went into stores that were struggling and turned them around to be very high producing stores in a rather short amount of time. And then when he would leave and go do that again at another store, the store would continue to do well when he left. He did this with furniture stores. Now, how he said he did this, every time he was questioned, hey, Bill, how are you doing this over and over again? He says 3 things. And if you already know what I'm gonna say, put it in the comments, because you're probably into Tom Ferry coaching as well too, but I love these. It is number 1, doing the basics, number 2, at a high level, and number 3, consistently. So doing the basics to a high level consistently. That is the quote that I heard that really compounded what I already knew. We've been hearing it over and over in real estate that going back to the basics is working. And the reality is, a lot of the times when we get successful, if you've seen success, it's easy to stop doing those things that are the basics. But even if you are doing those things that are the basics, it's easy to not go back and look at how do I do these at a higher level. You can go through any different aspect of the business. I have an example I'll share with you here in a second, but you can go through any aspect of your business. If you're not practicing in real estate and you're a team leader or broker owner like myself, you could go through this and look at, are you doing this with the business, with every aspect of the business? Marketing, for example, open houses, operations, all of these different things. Are you doing the basics at a high level consistently? And that is a question that has stuck with me. I have it written on my whiteboard, and I make sure that I am continuously doing this in every part of our business, and it's made a huge impact. All right, so we all know in real estate that conversations drive deal. Period, the end. That's just how this business works. So let's dive into whatever your lead source is. I'm gonna use open houses as an example, but how could you look at wherever you get your business and ask these 3 questions at every level of that? So for example, with whatever your lead generation strategy is, you have lead generation, you have conversion to an appointment, and then you have conversion to a deal. Those are really the 3 different life cycles of any lead you have or any deal you do. So in lead generation, for example, when I'm generating these leads, let's use open houses because that's an easy example everybody knows. Open houses, are you doing the basics? Well, what are the basics? I have them written down over here. Open house basics. Are you putting out signs? Are you arriving early? Are you asking all guests to sign in? These would be super basics, and it's staggering at how many people aren't even doing the basics. So start there, and we're only talking about lead generation so far. Now that you're doing the basics, or if you're already doing them, awesome. How do you do them at a high level? So what is the difference between putting out signs, arriving early, and signing in all guests to doing the basics at a high level? So this would be 20+ signs at every single open house. 30+ is probably really the number. Make your house look perfect well before the starting time. Turning on the lights, lighting a candle, picking up whatever you need to pick up. We know how that goes with open houses. Making sure the home looks perfect so that when people walk in, they have a pleasant experience. And number 3, asking all guests to sign in, and then having a value add or a lead magnet for the people who maybe aren't loving signing in. You have something of value so you can capture more information. So that'd be doing the basics at a high level. Now, if we interviewed 100 different real estate agents, I would say a lot of them aren't doing the basics, and I would say a vast majority aren't doing them at a high level. So far we're only talking about lead generation. We haven't even got to conversion yet. So how do you do these things consistently? Well, the reality is if you are doing the basics at a high level and you're only doing 1 open house a month, you're probably not getting the business that you need. So doing them every single time consistently, or with open houses, doing them consistently does not mean you put out 20 signs for the Saturday open house and then do 6 signs on this Sunday open house because you maybe went out and drank with your friends too much. So these different things, doing them consistently, so far hour, we're just talking about doing the actual open house, not even converting the leads that we got from them. And I'm sure as I'm talking here, I can even feel it on every little aspect of the business. What are the basics? How do we do them to a high level? And what does consistency really look like? This has been something that we've been focusing on our team here at Onyx Homes, really over the last 60, 90 days, and it's made a huge difference. It's done a couple things. It's really forced us to slow down and focus on fewer things and doing them better. This has been from marketing to sales to operations. We've been doing this on every different aspect. We've eliminated a lot of things that were not important and weren't moving the needle, and we doubled down on the things that are working, really increasing that at a high level and making sure there's consistency, and accountability is the #1 way to do that. So my question to you is, where do you need to look in your business to see if you need to ask the questions, am I doing the basics? What does it look like to do them at a high level? And how consistently are we doing them? I could say with confidence over the next 90 days, if you just made those improvements on 1 or 2 things in your business, you would see a definite increase going into the next quarter. So if you like this type of content, make sure to like it, share it with a friend. If you ever have any questions about how we run our company, if you have any questions, if you are a team leader, broker, owner, feel free to reach out. I love to have business type conversations. And if you're an agent here in Orange County that's looking to level up your business, head over to onyxhomes.com, hit the join our team page, and just take a look at what it is we do with our business. And if you're interested, you can book a call right on there. Again, my name's Christian. Thanks for watching.